Welcome to Auntie Chats and Tarot. Welcome in, Cancers. I'm glad to have you. Thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything's going to resonate here, so take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself. Leave the rest. There's something here you're rejecting. Queen of Pentacles comes out in the reverse. What are you rejecting, Cancers? I felt immediately nauseous when we started this. Maybe you're not feeling well, Cancers. Remember, you're the master of what you let in and what you don't. So be very discerning with these messages. Only take what helps you. What helps you to help yourself. Here we go. Messages for our Cancers. Something's kind of messy. I think it has something to do with your health. Knight of Pentacles. Something that's been going on for a while. Let's just take a glance at these. Something kind of, I'm going to take them. Something kind of scattered, cluttered in your environment. Could not be helping you health-wise, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of the above. Yeah, it's kind of draining. Something in your environment is very cluttered and draining. Three of Swords and the Nine of Wands. Three of Swords is in the reverse. You're trying to recover from this, but it's just like the hits keep coming here as far as physical ailments. I feel a lot of, but it could be, like I said, mental, emotional. But you're trying to get on your feet here. There is a definite rejecting of this. Five of Swords. There's something very cluttered. There's something very like at you all the time, competitive. Is your environment cluttered and literally? And then also, is it cluttered with people that are like biting at your heels? It's affecting your health in some sort of way here. What is this specifically? I feel like you want to transition out of this. Yeah, it's been going on for too long, but it's upside down. Like your desire is there, I see, but it's just not happening. The transition isn't happening for some reason. Eight of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this is so slow. The motion. It's like, I can't get out of this. I'm swimming in molasses. What is this? It's something slow. Okay, so why? Why is it so slow? Why can't you get out of this thickness? Seven of Wands in the reverse. Sorry, it's in the upright. Yeah, like confusion. I'm confused here. You're confused here. Why does this continue? Seven of Wands, upright. Defending yourself. Why does this go on? Oh, because there's a need to defend yourself. Okay? Are you letting situations run over you? People run over you. Yeah, something here you have to defend kind of is a release here. You know, even if it's like cluttered space, but it's not yours, you have to defend your right to clean air and space. Uncluttered space, something like that. What else do we have here, Cancer? Pink. Somebody likes pink. They find that very soothing. 10 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, this is where you want to go. Nine of Cups in the reverse. You want to be minus these burdens from people, from clutter, from others, and their, stuff they're not taking care of, but somehow it infringes upon your space and your mental space as well, your physical and mental space. But you've got to speak up and demand your space, clean space. Your freedom of this. And instead you're kind of like, I'm just going to give up here. There is a sense of giving up here. Let's get some more specifics here, Cancer. Being too kind, something like that. Being too kind. Three of Cups in the reverse. Don't want this person to misunderstand or have the situation get bigger by misunderstanding. Or, yeah, there's definitely energy here of you're not the priority, and you feel that. The World. This talks about you got to close stuff out. You got to close things out in order for a new beginning, okay? But I think that's the part you're struggling with. What's the advice on how to? What's the how to? Yeah, this could be like you're dealing with a father. You could be the junior here. you're dealing with a mother, this is a daughter, we're speaking with. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Yeah. Somebody's going to get very emotional when you tell them exactly what you think, which is just standing up for yourself and defending your right to have clean air, space, etc., etc. Okay. Could even be a roommate here. Okay. But the advice is, even though this person is going to be over the top emotional, Spirit recognizes this is your environment. Specifics, please. Okay. Oh, this is a double whammy. Queen of Wands in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. These two tell me that in your personal environment, you don't have clean space. It's like a cluttered environment. Or there's a lot of chit-chat gossip that feels cluttery, like something clutters your space. And then also in the workplace, you have this. So at this point, you're saying, you know, where do I go for peace? Where do I go that's mine? Page of Swords in the reverse. You're worried about gossip here. Slander. You know, if you do, speak your piece here. Four of Pentacles. Recognizing your base, your foundation, your home, what you call home, what you call peace, what you call your sanctuary. Might be in the outdoors, actually. Or consider that. You have a very protected path or connection with the outdoors. King of Swords. You can speak about this sanctuary, your space, your feelings in a way that is very strategic. You are not giving yourself enough credit. You can handle this, and you can handle this very tactfully, even if you're dealing with just a couple of mess pots. These people are kind of messy. Yeah. And you know it. Knight of Swords. And once you speak logic here and strategically, you know, and I'm hearing let them know the benefits for them, then this moves fast. And there is something about they need to know the benefits for them. And it's just because that's who you're dealing with. That's why when we asked for specific advice, we got, let's reestablish the type of personality we're dealing with here. Okay, and then we did that, and then now advice started coming in. Know that you're protected. You just got to work your incredible ability to deal with others and difficult people and still get what you want, okay? Not what you want so much as what you're owed here. These are things that you are owed. And with a strategic, very intelligent way of expressing this, and also the caveat for them to know how that benefits them, then the energy moves here. What are you trying to manifest? Magician at the bottom of the deck. Be clear on that. That's what you speak. Yeah, because right now, 10 of Cups in the reverse, your home feeling of home is lacking, both in the workplace and at your actual home. Yeah. And you feel like you're being overlooked, like you don't matter in these places, and it's enough. And you're toying with the idea of ending it, but you just don't know what the steps are. Yeah. But definitely you want to transition here. Yeah. But just the hows. You're going to be very successful once you strategically speak this out. And remember, you're also letting them know how it benefits them. And I feel like some of you are saying, you know, why do I have to do that? Why do we always have to have the focus in on these people? And I feel like Spirit is saying, look, Have this be a lesson to you to not be around these types of people in the future when you have more of a choice. But now, as you're dealing with this type of person, know that you can. You're very skilled. Not everybody is, but you have the skill to deal with these people and deal with them in a way that, you also have to let them know how they're benefited, because it's just the way they're wired. Let them know how they benefit as you benefit, because it's the way that they're wired. The fates. Yeah, God gave you, or your divine, I should say, a higher power here that you believe in, your faith, gave you the ability to deal with difficult people. So put it to good use for yourself. And then also use this as a lesson. Do you want this type of person in your life moving forward? Treasure Island, that is your key. That is your treasure, is your ability to intellectually speak and persuade, okay? That's a good one. I like it. I really like it here, Cancer. And I know quite a few Cancers, and I believe this to be very true, that you have a very divine ability to reach others, connect with others. That's your message, Cancer. I hope you've liked it. Please do like, share, subscribe, comment. I love the comments, love the interaction. Helps the channel to grow. And until next time, let's remember who we are, and let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.